Interesting story out of Hamburg, Germany, where Hamburg has put together a plan that would eliminate the need for cars altogether in the city within 20 years. And the plan would make the city greener. It would make the city healthier. It would make it, as they say, a more pleasant place to live. And the plan is to create these pedestrian and bike paths that would connect the city's existing green spaces together. And it would also provide a way to really commute all over the city without needing a car. Now, this is a separate thing, Lewis, from what some have reported, which is Hamburg is going to outlaw cars in 20 years. Eliminating the need is very different than banning, isn't it?
Right. I don't expect any city in Germany to outlaw cars, David. Germany is one of the biggest perhaps the biggest auto manufacturer in the world. And I just don't see them doing that.
This is connected to global warming and climate change. Hamburg recognizes that the city's median temperature has increased 1.2 degrees Celsius over the last 60 years, which is far more than in other European cities. And this I think is such a good idea because I'm not about banning cars. I have a car. I like driving. I understand how it's sometimes nice to be able to get in your car and go wherever you want. I totally get that. But the reality is that within major cities, here in New York City, we don't really need cars. In other words, people still jump in a SUV to be brought up 7th Avenue, down 7th Avenue in the exact same way that you would go on the subway. And we're really not adding anything. If we had a better public transit system, we would be able to hopefully get more cars off of the road. And there still are parts of New York City that are not that well connected with public transit. I would love it if you did not have these cars on the road such that you only get your car when you're leaving the city to go somewhere else, but that within the city you just don't need it at all. It would be so good for the environment. It would be good for people's frayed nerves from sitting in traffic. It would just be very good overall.
I see no reason why Manhattan in its entirety, or for the most part, couldn't just be a series of electric trolleys that come and go and bring people to all their desired destinations. I mean, the traffic there is just so absurd.
I mean, the city is filled with these 8-cylinder town cars, bringing people not even really very far. The trips take 45 minutes because of traffic. I have not taken a cab at all by myself in New York City in the 9 months that I've lived here. The one time I took a cab was because I was with a group of people and they said, let's jump in a cab. We're paying for it and we like cabs. And I said, okay. Took us longer than the subway would have. It made absolutely no sense. I only get my car when I am driving to one specific place I go that isn't very well connected. It's kind of out in the distance in Queens, or when I leave the city. Otherwise, it doesn't even cross my mind to get my car. And I think that this is great what Hamburg is doing. I look forward to seeing what happens with it. If you disagree with me that this is a great thing, let us know on Reddit. Go to davidpakman.com/Reddit, Reddit. Send us your thoughts. Tell me if I'm wrong.